Hiding good deeds. Once upon a time, in a small, peaceful village, there lived a man named Alexander. He was a farmer who dedicated his life to cultivating the land, taking care of his crops and animals. His life was simple and quiet. He woke up early every morning, before the sun rose, to work on his farm. He loved the work he did, but one thing always troubled him: he preferred to keep to himself and didn't interact much with others in the village. However, everyone in the village respected him, as he was always ready to help, though he never made his good deeds known. Alexander's life was ordinary, yet there was something extraordinary about him. He believed that good deeds should be done quietly, without fanfare or attention. He never sought praise or recognition for helping others. In fact, he never spoke about it. His actions spoke for themselves. One day, a significant issue arose in the village. The local school needed new furniture and educational supplies for the upcoming school year. The school staff and the parents held meetings to raise funds for the school, but despite their efforts, they hadn't gathered enough money to meet the needs. Upon hearing this, Alexander's heart felt heavy. He thought to himself that he had to help, but not for recognition. He decided to sell some of his best crops to raise the money needed for the school. It was a big sacrifice, as those crops were vital for his livelihood, but he felt it was for a greater good. So, Alexander sold the crops, and with the money he earned, he quietly gave it to the school's administration. However, he did not tell anyone. The school staff and a few teachers knew where the money had come from, but Alexander insisted on keeping his identity a secret. When the staff asked him about it, he simply replied, "True kindness is done in silence, without the need for recognition." As the new school year began, the school was able to provide the necessary supplies, and the children had a comfortable place to learn. However, no one knew who had helped. Alexander continued with his simple life, never drawing attention to himself, but everyone in the village respected him for his actions, even though they were unaware of the full extent of his generosity. One day, the village held a big festival. It was a time of joy, unity, and celebration. At the end of the festival, the community gathered to discuss the improvements made to the school. It was then that someone mentioned the generous donation that had helped make the school improvements possible. Everyone was shocked to learn that it was Alexander who had given the money, but as usual, he remained silent about it. Alexander didn't mind that his actions were revealed. He had done it out of pure kindness, without any desire for recognition. He preferred to live humbly and keep his good deeds hidden. For him, the satisfaction of knowing he had helped was enough. The village learned an important lesson from Alexander's actions. They realized that true kindness doesn't require applause or acknowledgement. It's about doing what's right for the community and those in need. From then on, the villagers started helping each other more, but with a new understanding: the most meaningful deeds were the ones done quietly, with no expectation of recognition.